Yes, good afternoon, African heroes and heroes.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Welcome to our Form 1 chemistry class, whereby we're going to look at the periodic table, and in this case, we are going to look at the elements of the periodic table. We are going to start with the first element, which is hydrogen. Who knows of our African icon who starts with the letter H? Yes. Haile Selassie. Who can give us a city in Africa or a country in Africa starting with the H? Ethiopia. Ethiopia? No. H.
Harare.
Harare. Where do you find Harare?
Zimbabwe.
Yes, Harare is the capital city of Zimbabwe. Now, let us look at the uses of hydrogen. Uses of hydrogen. Who can give us a use of hydrogen? Yes.
Used in rubber balloons.
Used in weather balloons. Where do we use weather balloons? Weather balloons, we use them widely in prediction of the all-weather forecasting. Can you imagine a scenario where without weather balloons, how will be Africa without agriculture? Think of that. A scenario where Africa, we don't have hydrogen. We'll be forced to rely on these European countries for donations for their food. We'll be rendered as poor. So Africa's having this hydrogen is a very, very great opportunity that and a resource that God has given us. Did you know that African leaders, they have sat down, they have come together to show unity and establish what we call the Clean Africa Association that was established, that is in 2022. Its member countries, we have examples: South Africa, Kenya, Mauritania, and Namibia. You see how our leaders are amazing?
Yes.
So, we also want us to look at the areas or some of the problems that we can be in a position to fight if we have the abundance of hydrogen. Which are the other uses of hydrogen gas? Yes.
When hydrogen is reacted with oxygen, we form what is called oxyhydrogen, which can be used in welding to make metals.
Now, Europeans, do the Europeans have hydrogen? So where do they get the hydrogen from? So imagine European without hydrogen. Do they have that with their skyscrapers and all those architects?
No.
Because Africa, we are blessed. So I want to give you the homework, and I want you to make a presentation that you present to us in our next class. You look for a mineral or an element that is in the periodic table, starting with your surname. Look for an African icon, what the African icon did, and what else? The uses and some of the problems that are solved by that element that is found in Africa, and also look for a state that has that element as a resource. So at that point, class, let us meet in our next class with that presentation. Have a nice afternoon.